So you want to be a deuce? This is a piece of fucking expensive shit that I'll probably never use.
I like the video thing, man. I'm gonna turn it all the way to the left. It's gonna peak to the right, then it's gonna drop down. You hear a ratchet? That means the bias is actually turned all the way off. The 10 kilohertz tone is still going to tape there. But notice it's not getting recorded. We're monitoring from the repro head, the playback head, immediately after it's being recorded there, but nothing's showing up on tape because the audio signal itself isn't powerful enough to actually affect a recording. So as I turn the bias up, we'll start to see it come up in level. Now the bias is bringing it up. We're seeing the 10 kilohertz tone. Now, I gotta watch to see where it peaks. It's peaking just below +1. I want 2 dB over bias. I want it to be just below the -1. So I just keep turning it up. I'm still turning it to the right. That's about right in there. Like I say, if you're getting air in the direction of a little bit too much over bias. I'm gonna turn it to the left. You're gonna see it go up and peak again. When I turn it to the left, that's gonna be the old bias setting. Really don't care about that. I'm turning it to the right. I'm turning it up. I'm turning it up. It's peaking just below the 1 again. I'm gonna keep turning it up until it drops to just below the 1. So you gotta see where the peak was. Okay? That's all there is to it. Doing it's a whole lot easier than jawing on about it forever. I'm gonna switch it. Do this. Let me see what range we're in. I'm gonna turn the oscillator up a little bit. Joe, jump in the hot seat. Start with number 1.
Do the bias
it's the bias, the very bottom adjustment screw. Turn it all the way to the left, counterclockwise. Just spin it, it'll pop on the head. You see the needle peak way up there, keep going, and it's gonna fall all the way down. Now start turning it to the right, and watch where it peaked. Where's it peaking?
Right above 2.
Okay, and keep turning it to the right until it drops down to 0. Then it was right 2 dB from where it was. When you turn it up a little bit slower. You know, so go ahead and do the next one. So now turn it real slow and watch where it peaks. Where's it peaking?
Right over 2.
Right over 2, so you want right over 0, right? Above 0. So keep turning it up until it falls back to that same spot, but just above the 0 line.
There.
Cool. Do another one. So you turn it down until, see that old peak is irrelevant to us, but, you know, so keep turning it all the way off until you hear it ratchet.
Same thing, about 2.
Yeah, okay. How many times have I said this today? Input doesn't work on that on track 2, you know? Okay. You finally catching on, you know? Okay. Joe, he's a good guy. He's just, you know. You guys gotta stay away from the brownies, man. Wait till graduation, okay? Arm a track. Just put track 12 in record. Ready. Yeah. See? Now it goes to input. It's exactly like Pro Tools. It goes into input. Hit play. It drops into sync. You hear it monitoring what's on tape. Punch it into record. Hit record button. Boom. See, when it's in record, it's recording on that track right now. But what we're monitoring is input. See how it flips to input? We're hearing inputs, exactly the same as Pro Tools. Now, you can drop out a record by hitting play, just like on Pro Tools. And it's monitoring what's on tape. If I go into record and I want to hear that back, you know, I got to stop it, go back, and play it. If I like it, I keep going. If I don't like it, I stop, go back, and say, let's do it again. You know? And I play until it comes up a part, and I punch in, and when I'm done with that part, I punch out. You know? Boom. Or whatever, you know? You can punch out by either hitting play or stop, or just fast line. I usually like to punch out a record first on a machine like this. If I'm in there, I hit play first before I hit stop. Simply because when you hit stop, watch what happens here. when I punch into record, it goes in real fast. Well, what happens when I punch out of record? It takes a moment for it to come out. That's the bias ramp. It's ramping down. If I hit stop, it kind of makes that ramp down abruptly and can put a little bit of a weird bump in your tape, you know? And it can do a weird little thing in there. And sometimes the artist, it irritates them that you stop them right abruptly like that, you know? So what I'll do is, and I do this in Pro Tools too, you know? I'll be record, and when I come out of record, I'll go bing, bing, like that, you know? That way it's not jarring their attention, you know? It's easier on their ear. It just makes better sense, you know? Be easy on the client. So any given track we're recording on, we have 24 tracks, any given track we're recording on, we're actually, at the moment, we're monitoring input. Hit stop, hit input. Hit play, the only time it's actually monitoring from the sync head. Now, when we go to mix down, we put it on safe so you can't arm anything, and we'll go to the repro head. And we do everything from the repro head. It's a much higher quality playback head. Now, a little bit about the auto locator. 0 will send it back to wherever you set 0 to. Hit the 0 button. Right over the repro head right here, you know. And then I hit this, and I'll hit the 0 here on the counter. Let's say I want to go to 1 minute. Just type in 1 minute, then push it. Do this. Hit 1 minute. Just hit 1. No, 1. Clear out. Now hit 1 0 0. Cool. That's 1 minute. Now hit store. 1 or 2. I'm sorry. Cool. Now, if I want to go to that spot, all I do is hit 2 and it'll go there. What if I want to? I want 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Or make it 1 minute 10 to go 110 in there. Now I hit store 3. Cool. Now, if I want to go there, I can just hit 3. If I want to go back to 1 minute, I just hit 2. It'll go back to 1 minute. But if I want to loop between them, hit the repeat, 2 3. Now hit play. Now it's going to play up to 110 and then go back to 0 to 1. And it'll loop. It's just setting up a loop there. You can do there's a rehearse mode, and you can do auto punch in and punch out if you really want to. Although when I'm working with a client, I wouldn't waste their time trying to set all that up. Pain in the ass. If I need to punch in, I'll punch them in. If I want to punch them out, I'll punch them out, you know? So I set up a loop. To turn the loop off, you just hit the repeat button again, turn it off, you know? Or if the repeat's on, and I want to start it again, I just hit play, and it'll go back and do the loop again. I want to clear them, I just hold the clear and tap them like that. If I just want to see what it is, you know, let's say if I had 225 store 2. If I want to, and then I do this, I want to see what that is, I can hit, you know, recall 2. Recall 2. Did I hit store? Okay. Recall 2. It'll show it. If I want to go there, I just hit it. You know? Okay. Any questions on this so far? Cool.